and the leaks are once again right on the line. Sonic Frontiers just had a bit of a showcase during the Nintendo Direct Mini, and believe it or not, they were completely accurate with Cyberspace. Cyberspace is confirmed officially. We've no longer heard about it, or heard rumors about it, or said that it's non-disclosed in the demo. We've seen it. It's in the game, and it is called Cyberspace. They were completely correct. And that does mean that some people might be disappointed, because one of those aspects was that these levels would have been built using reused assets of Sonic Generations. And we see the Green Hill Zone from the Generations assets in this game. However, there was a misconception going around that those leaks were saying the levels would be copy and pasted sections. Whether or not they are going to put sections of those old levels in, we don't know, but what I took away, and what's supported by the visuals we can now watch, is that what they meant is they will be building levels using those assets, but not copying level design. They can do whatever they want, but they're just going to use Green Hill's texture pack from Generations, I guess you could call it. But it doesn't mean it's going to be the exact same corridors and pathways and platforming challenges you remember. We also did see what at least seems to be a new theme for the cyberspace in this sort of city-looking place. It could be that these are some borrowed assets from other levels, maybe the speed highway, but in daytime. That might actually be where they're from. But even if it was reused, just look at it. It's quite clearly being able to achieve its own look and theme with all of the spiraling roads in the weird digital realm. That one especially feels like a cyberspace setting. It looks a lot like what I was thinking of, a more dark one, but this brighter one still does the job. I like the way that one looks. We didn't get to see too much gameplay. Hopefully we're going to get some more details when the embargo releases from the reviewers, but still, the cyberspace looking one looked quite promising. The Green Hill one, we saw like 2 seconds, so I'm not going to comment, but yeah, it is clearly based on using the Generations assets. These weren't the only things we saw though. We got to see a bit of the cutscenes going on, such as Sonic acquiring keys, which we know from the leaks that you get keys when you complete challenges in cyberspace. So you can beat the cyberspace level, and that's great, but to get keys, you need to complete a certain amount of challenges across numerous cyberspace levels in the area per island. I can't remember if it was 1 key per island or multiple, but I do remember you need to complete multiple challenges to get those keys, and the keys bring you the Chaos Emeralds of the area. Something like that. You can read it for yourself if I'm slightly wrong. But anyway, we see this giant towering robot that does actually look pretty cool, and there's something smaller alongside it. I'm not sure what it could be. Maybe it's the AI that Sonic speaks to, or maybe it's something else. Who knows? But the quality of the cutscene looks pretty good, and considering we haven't seen it in any marketing yet outside of this, hopefully this means that's an actual in-game cutscene, because Sega's had this habit over the last 10 years where they've got really good looking CGI cutscenes, but they don't appear in the game and they were purely for marketing. Generations is the biggest offender of that to my memory. Hopefully this game actually will have some really cool CGI that isn't just for marketing. But Cyberspace is in. If you didn't believe the leaks at this point, I don't know what to tell you. Now yes, there are some things that are still in question, like Chow Garden, multiple playable characters, but leaks disagreed on those. The things that the leaks were agreeing on, like the cyberspace, the open world, those are the things that have been coming true, leveling up RPG style. So if you weren't a believer of them, well, you better start believing, because they're quite clearly on the dot. They got the name exactly right. I'm a little bit excited seeing this, because there's definitely a sense of direction, of motivation. The creators clearly have a vision here, and they are pushing for it. Especially that cyberspace looking, well, cyberspace level. That one especially, I was like, oh, that's pretty inspired. The Generations one didn't look very inspired, but we didn't get to see most of it. The fact that there is seemingly a vision, the fact that the writing team has been taken more considerate skill on board, all of this is looking like perhaps those interviews with Sonic Team were true, that they do want this to be the next step for the Sonic series, much like how Adventure. Now that doesn't mean it will be as successful, but if they are at least aiming for that genuinely, we might get something good regardless of if it's the best thing in the world or not. But there's not too much more I can extrapolate from this, so I'm going to call the video here. What do you guys think? I'm sure you've got tons of things to talk about based on what we've seen. There's probably going to be a lot of theories coming up in the next few days. I might do some if I can come up with anything interesting. I'm going to wait for some more information first. But yeah, we're getting into the exciting time as the launch day approaches ever nearer. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. It really helps out the channel, and if you want to support me more, please like and subscribe to spread the conversation. I hope you have a great day, and to see you next time. This is the Mighty Emperor, signing off.